Hi and welcome back to Bill's Cichlid Room. Well, it's been quite a few weeks now since I've actually put a video up, so I thought what I'll do is I'll do a full fish room tour and get everyone up to date on what I'm currently keeping. So let's get on with it and have a look. So before we start, just to let everybody know, so the Northwest Cichlid Group auction is coming up in March, so here's the leaflet for it. So if anybody wants to book any lots, if they email the address on the leaflet, and hope to see some of you there. But the first tank to have a look at is the Thomas Cichlids fraki. So here's the male, who's doing really well, got lots of colour in him now, and the pair of cutterai, the male cutterai, he's turned into a fantastic fish. So the coloration, the nice blue eyes. So yeah, that's the female as fraki, and they haven't actually been trying to spawn lately. Not that I've noticed anyway. So yeah, it's probably about time that they actually did. If you have a look at it, I think her tube's actually down. You can have a look. And I'm not sure, yeah, I think there's actually eggs on the rock. Yes, there is some eggs on the rock. So yeah. Yeah, so it looks like they are ready to start spawning again. You never know, this time some might hatch and I'll be able to grow some on if they do. Yeah, the other fish in this tank, it's the other two female fraki. So yeah, everything's doing really well in this tank. So let's move on to the next one. So this is the Unheated aquarium. I've not had much luck with this one, to be perfectly honest. The Gymnogeophagus bauzini that I got, I'm down to one. He's hiding there. Yeah, so it's not been a great success. So there are the bronze corridorus in here as well, so it looks like they're all hiding. Yeah, so the coolest that the tank got down to was about 70 Fahrenheit. But yeah, that's a bit disappointed. So what I might end up doing actually is putting a heater back in this one and like stocking it up again. It needs to go clean out. Yeah, so not much to see in this one. So this is the tank that I had the Speris in. So there's the female, but what actually happened, the Sajaka, the T-bar cichlid, he actually took a liking to the female. He killed the male and they've actually spawned. So it was quite a few weeks ago now, actually, to be fair, but I've just left them in here, left the wrigglers in here, hoping that they'd get it, because they are hybrid fish and I've got no interest in raising hybrids. But yeah, as you can see, there's quite a few of them in there. Let's see if we can get a close up. Yeah, so I was hoping that they'd get it, but yeah, no such luck. So what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to move them out into a different tank, probably put them in with the rainbow cichlids, and then that will free this tank up so I can actually do something with it. A bit more news on that later in the video. So this is my Growout tank for the upcoming Northwest Cichlid Group auction. Yeah, so it's the Phorictes, what used to be Eliotai. Some of the coloration in the female there is fantastic. Yeah, so there's a couple of Cichlids in there as well. Yeah, there's one of them. Yeah, so yeah, they've grown on really well. So yeah, they'll be going in the Northwest Cichlid Group auction. Next tank to have a look at, so this is my South American cichlid tank. So it's got the Guinea in there, the Corridorus equiens, the redhead tapajas, and the mouth brooding severums, and the chocolate cichlids. So yeah, everything's doing well in this tank. Yeah, it does look a bit busy, but you can see round the back there's there's nothing in that half. Yeah, so while we're down here with the Guinea, so this is the tank with the Growouts. So yeah, I'll be putting some of those in the Northwest Cichlid Group auction. Yeah, they're really cute when they're smaller. This is what they look like when they've all grown up. So yeah, that's definitely a male there, isn't it? You can tell by the shape of its head. Yeah, so in the small ones, so this is the red tiger moto, the male. If you remember, I did have a group of, there was about 9 or 10 of them, all little youngsters, and yeah, he picked them all off one by one, so I'm just left with the one. So yeah, that'll be going in the auction as well. Next tank along, so this is the Growout of the Cutterai. So they'll be going in the auction as well. This one's empty, this one's empty. And in this one, the light's really bad actually. But this is the Amatelania autofluvi. Yeah, so there's 5 in there altogether. Yeah, I'll get some better footage on this in a couple of weeks. Do a video on these by themselves. So yeah, that's all the small Growout ones. So this is the Speris, the Cryptoheros Speris, and the Caruleus, Rioheros Caruleus, and that's all that's in this tank. As you can see, nice female there, and the rest of them are males, unfortunately. So yeah, I've got 3 males and 1 female. So not that much to see in this one. Here's my old favourites. The rainbow cichlids. So they're in breeding colorations. It's about time they actually did something. I'll have to raise some of these. Really vivid yellows, oranges. They look really nice. So again, I seem to be male heavy with these. So that's a female there in the front, the male behind. So yeah, he's trying to get it to breed. The colours in these are fantastic. So yeah, I've had these ones for probably about 3.5 years now. still going. Let's have a look at the next one. So this is the Amatelania nanulatus, the yellow convict cichlid. So there's 5 of them in there altogether. To be fair, I've not actually been doing that well with these. They're really slow growing. Yeah, so it's a 3-foot tank that they've got to themselves, and I think there's 5 of them in there. They are a really nice fish, particularly when they're full grown and in breeding coloration. Yeah, there's a male there, it looks like he's been scrapping, little mark on his nose. Yeah, I could do with doing something properly with this tank. And have a think on it and see what I can do. There's another one at the back. So this is the tank with the Kenna in it, the Amatelania Kenna. So yeah, quite a few of them, and you know, a lone cutter eye, the Nikki Gwen's pair. Still haven't got round to picking a pair of these out and putting them in a tank by themselves to grow, to actually get to spawn. So yeah, they do look very, very similar to the convict cichlids. That's a nice one, nice fins on it. See the trailers on the dorsal and the anal fins. Female loud. Bit more coloration, bit nice blues and golds in the fins. Yeah, so the Amatelania Kenna. So this is the one, the tank with all the oddballs in it now. So yeah, so the first day, nice coloration on that one. That was the spare male, and this is the male I'm hoping will breed with the female. And so the other fish in here, there's the Cichlids fraki female that I've had for quite a while. The Vieja Venestratus, a couple of those. These were just left over from the ones that I was breeding. And the Neotroculus, the male. So I'd love to get a female for him. Yeah, so just a tank full of oddballs. And the last tank to have a look at, so this is the Madagascan cichlids, the Granderi. So still got 6 of those, so they're growing on quite nice. The Melon Rambo, so there's 3 of those altogether. Those ones I've had them for coming up to 2 years now, and they're still only, I'd say, about 4 inches in size. There's the Amatelania Mineri, so there's 2 pairs of those in here as well. There's a pair there. Yeah, so everything's doing well in this tank. So yeah, although I've not been posting videos lately for various reasons, most of it to do with time, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, so everything's been going really well. After the flood, that was in November. Yeah, I went out to a couple of fish shops in between Christmas and New Year. Didn't actually get anything, and I don't know whether anybody's actually seen Paul's video, Fish Northwest. He actually went to a shop in Manchester by the Trafford Centre called Ormston Aquatics, and I actually took a trip up there this morning. Today's Sunday, and I've actually come back with a box full of fish, but we'll go into that in the next video and see what I actually brought back. Yeah, some really nice fish. So yeah, that's all for the next video. Yeah, so as I say, I'm sorry I've not been posting. I think it's about 6 weeks since I put the last video up, maybe a little bit longer. Sometimes, as you know, life gets in the way and you've got other things that you need to do. But yeah, I'm still keeping the fish. Thanks to all the comments and messages that I've been getting to check whether I'm still okay. Yeah, everything's doing well. As I just showed you then, I've got some new fish to introduce. So I'll end the video here, introduce the new fish, and I'll see you all on the next video pretty soon.